rotten Romans.
And now, an infomercial from Roman leader Julius Caesar.
Do you have thick, lustrous, touchable hair? Yeah, well, so did I. Get lost, Harry. Seriously. But believe me, guys, it doesn't last forever. I seem to be losing more and more hair each day. It was really getting me down. Until I invented this, Julius Caesar's new Romeover, the complete dictator's hair loss solution.
It's amazing! To solve your hair loss problems today, just comb your remaining hair forward over the balding part of your head to create this incredible illusion of thick, silky hair that's bursting with volume. It's awesome! Just look at the results.
In fact, with your Romeover in place, people won't know that your hair's receding. Right, guys?
You look like a lion.
So don't delay. Get your Romeover today.
Warning, Romeover only works with people too scared to tell you the truth. And also from the creator of the Romeover, the laurel wreath.
The Roman status symbol that also covers up your baldest bits, making you feel 10 years younger.
Hell, Caesar.
Yeah, I bet you do. So try Julius Caesar's new Romeover and laurel wreath today and say goodbye to baldness forever. Perfect.
Warning, not designed to work in a strong wind.
It's true. Julius Caesar really did try to cover up his baldness. Actually, I used to be a bit embarrassed about my bald tail, till I realised I'm not a squirrel. Anyway, what's better known about Julius Caesar is that he landed in Britain in 55 BC. It was the first Roman invasion of Britain, but certainly not the last.
Hello and welcome to the news at When. When, just over 2,000 years ago, when a series of emperors from Rome, calling themselves Roman emperors, decided to try and add Britain to their ever-growing empire. Here with more details on this intriguing invasion is Bob Hale with the Roman Britain Report. Bob.
Thank you, Sam. Well, it's around 100 years BC, and that right there, unless I'm very much mistaken, is my Britain-shaped birthmark. And, oh, no, that's actually Britain, which is full of Celts. There's one now, that's his brother, there's a mate, oh, actually, there's loads of them. And they live a happy tribal life in little mini-kingdoms, just like they have done since the Iron Age. But not for long! Yes, it's 55 BC, and who should rock up but Julius Caesar, who, believing that the Celts are helping an anti-Roman rebellion over in France, decide to teach Britain a lesson. Specifically, a lesson in how to badly organise an invasion. Yes, Caesar's plan to invade Britain completely fails, so he comes up with a bold new plan, which someone unoriginally is to try and invade Britain again. Yes, he came, he saw, he took a few prisoners, he got bored, he went home. And that's the end of that. But not for long! Yes, next up to try and add Britain to the Roman Empire is crazy Caligula, who forgets to tell his troops about the invasion and has to cancel the whole thing. So he declares war on the sea instead and takes a load of seashells as prisoners, which is weirder than my cousin Keith, and he wears trousers made of bacon. Then finally, in 43 AD, Emperor Claudius gets the job done and Britain is invaded by an expansionist foreign power. Hooray! Or boo, depending on how you like to look at it. Claudius sweeps through what we now call England using a tried and tested combination of smooth talk and unimaginable violence. But the Celts are no pushover. No siree, whoever that is. A certain Miss Boudica decides to fight back, leading 100,000 Celts to face a mere 10,000 Romans at the Battle of Watling Street, which is pretty good odds by my maths. Which may explain why I failed maths, because despite being outnumbered 10 to 1, the Romans completely clobber the Celts. Then they whack the Welsh, knock out the North, and push right up into Scotland, right? Wrong! You see, Scotland, or Caledonia as it was known then, is home to the Picts, fierce tribal warriors who make the Romans look like what my Scottish Uncle Kenny would call a Big Jessie. Though that may also be a reference to my Aunt Jessie, who is 3 metres tall. Yes, after repeated attempts to invade Caledonia end with beaten Romans, in every sense, it's Emperor Hadrian who decides to simply seal the Picts in by building a massive wall right across the country, and I'm not even joking. Yes, it's Hadrian's Wall with Caledonia to the north and Britannia to the south. So there we have it. The northern edge of the Roman Empire is established, everyone knows where they stand, and that's the end of that. But not for long! You see, the lowland Picts in the south of Caledonia start trading with the Romans, but every time the Romans cross Hadrian's Wall to do a deal, the highland Picts from up there run down and attack them. So the new emperor, Antonius Pius, comes up with a groundbreaking new plan. Another wall! Yes, he builds the Antonine Wall, which cuts off the warring Highlanders from the trading lowlanders. It's brilliant. It's inspired. It's a complete waste of time, as the Highlanders just climb over the wall and attack them anyway, until in 211 AD, when Emperor Septimus Severus says enough is enough, or the Latin equivalent, and decides to finally show these Picts what the Romans are made of. He invades, he fights, he is completely beaten. Beaten like the eggs in my Aunt Jessie's Victoria sponge mixture, and let's not forget, she's 3 meters tall with arms like oak trees. Anyway, realising that they'll never conquer Caledonia, the Romans concentrate on Britannia instead, and what a job they do! They introduce Roman roads, Roman food, Roman coins, and Roman noses. And Britain lives quite happily under Roman rule for 4 long centuries, until finally, with Rome itself under threat from invaders, in 410 AD, the Roman army leaves Britain, taking their technology and noses with them, and plunging Britain into a cultural decline often referred to as the Dark Ages. And how dark was it? Well, by my estimations, at least as dark as this. I genuinely don't know what just happened. Back to you, Sam.
Radical Renaissance.